on a sheet of paper, but I'm going to go through 3 examples of how to simplify radical expressions. Okay. So first thing we need to remember when simplifying a radical expression are your prime numbers. Okay. So a prime number is a number that can only be divided by itself or 1. Okay. So our first prime number is 2. And then we have 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, and so forth. That's about all you will need here. Okay, there are really 2 ways to simplify your radicals, and I will show you both ways. But the first way is to do like the upside down birthday cake, which is what most of you have seen. Okay, so I'm going to start with this 108. And to simplify it just means you're breaking it down all the way to its prime factorization. So I'm wanting to know like what prime numbers would go into 108. Okay. So I do know I can divide 108 by 2. Okay. So when you do 108 and divide it by 2, you get 54. So I'm going to put the 54 here. Okay, and now I'm going to divide it by another prime number. So I'm going to go with 2 again. And so when you divide 54 by 2, you get 27. And now this will not divide by 2, okay, but it will divide by 3. And you get 9. Okay, you can divide 9 by 3 and get 3. And then you go until you get to 1. So I'm going to divide by 3 one more time, and I get 1. So this is why we call it like the upside down birthday cake, because you go all the way till you get to a 1, and this is like your candle. Okay. Now, when you get there, you circle whatever pairs that you have. So I have a pair of 2s. I also have a pair of 3s. Okay. Pairs come out of the radical. Okay, and then anything left over stays inside. Okay, so I have a pair of 2s, it will come out. I have a pair of 3s, that will also come out, and it will multiply by the 2. Okay, and then the 3 that's left over, so this 3 right here, stays under. And so this will then be 6 radical 3. And so that is the simplified version of square root of 108. Okay. All right, let's go through example number 2. All right, so I'm starting with 32. So I'm dividing by prime numbers. So I'm going to go ahead with 2. If you divide that by 2, you get 16. I'm going to divide that by 2 again and get 8. Divide that by 2 again and get 4. I can divide that by 2 again and get 2. And divide by 2 again and get 1. Okay, so pairs. I have a pair of 2s, another pair of 2s, and then this 2 is left over. So these will come out. So I'll have 2 times 2. Those were my 2 pairs. And then this 2 right here will stay under the radical. Okay, and then simplifying that, 2 times 2 will give me 4 square root 2. And that's your simplified version of the square root of 32. Okay. All right, and let's look at the last one. Okay, so I have 2 radical 50. So we cannot forget about the 2 that's in the front, but we're going to do the 50 just like I did on the other 2. I'm going to go with 5 on this one. 5 is prime, so we can divide by 5 and get 10. I can divide by 5 again and get 2. Divide by 2 again and get 1. And so this time I have a pair of 5s. That will come out, okay? So with this 2 right here, I'm bringing it down. I'm going to multiply it by the pair of 5s. And then I'm going to keep this 2 right here. This stays, okay? So that pair comes out. Anything by itself stays under. Simplify that and you get 10 square root 2.